within. The youngest one died at like 6:30 and the other one died at 11 o'clock.
That'd be a hard day.
And, and his mom and dad, their mom and dad have both been in the hospital off and on for the last, well, Keith hadn't been, but he should have been.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's not in good shape.
No. That'd be terrible.
Well, they took Keith the other day, because they only had a stroke.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know why. Surprised you hadn't.
Well, it was.
There's so much my feet, I don't.
Sugar. They think it was sugar.
Oh, really?
He's probably not been watching it with everything else going on.
Yeah. Wow. That's terrible.
One died. One had a
Ready?
heart attack.
Mhm.
Let's stand, pledge, meeting order. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody had a chance to look at the minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes from January. I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Well, we're going now.
Mhm.
Brenda, you wanna give us your speech now and then you don't have to sit here.
I don't really have a speech. I just wanted to give you a invite to our annual dinner for the Martin County Soil and Water Foundation, which will be next Monday. It'd be great if you could come. So good meal and good people be there.
Yeah.
That's really it.
So that's 6 o'clock at the community building?
Yeah, the doors open at 6 and then the meal will be at 6:30.
When do you need RSVPs by?
We only really do the tickets to try to get a head count. But no, you can even buy tickets at the door too. Perfect, all right?
Okay.
Thank you. FSG contract. I think
Yeah.
it's the same, isn't it?
Yeah, there's no change, got this a few weeks ago, so I'm just asking if, you consider renewing that for this 2026, still to help with the budget and projections. Not to exceed 25,000 again. So,
You know what we used last year?
yeah, it was just right at 25.
You feel they're an asset?
I do, yeah,
Make a
especially
motion,
with the changes coming up.
make a motion to accept FSG's contract for 2026.
I second that.
All in favor? Unanimous.
Salary and wage ordinance amendments. First one, general fund jail part-time officers. I'm not sure how this happened, but last year, the hourly rate was up to $25 an hour. I guess typo took it down to 22. So they have, like, the regular part-time person was making 22.29 last year, so they had to decrease his pay the last two pay periods. So I'm asking, and I talked to the sheriff and he thought, 23 he wanted that on there, so I'm asking to correct that for that officer. Court, transcriptions, depositions. We've never had this on there. And I talked to the lead court reporter today, because we'd got a bill for one of the court reporters transcribing old court cases. The judge needed minutes from an old court case. So this court reporter did it after hours on her off time. So her fee was $4.75 per page. So we weren't able to pay that 2 weeks ago because we didn't have it on the salary and wage. Lead court reporter said when she did it years past, she was treated as a contractor. But we found out from the accountant we use out of Washington, if it's our employee, we should be paying him through payroll. So we even pay EMA, those people through payroll if they're already on our payroll, so. We just like to follow the same rules for every employee.
Should she actually be doing this at home or something though?
Well, she could be doing it at home. I don't know where she's doing
Yeah,
it.
no, I mean, should she actually be doing something like that?
Case is
Oh.
settled, it's public record.
I don't know where she's doing it. I said home, but she could be here on a work computer. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Is $4.75 a page, is that a common number, or is that a made-up number, or is that within reason?
I'm sorry. I don't know. I didn't call any other.
Might contribute. From a
Sure,
business Standpoint.
give us a Du Bois County pin.
Dubois County is on their own time and they charge $5 a page. Generally, when we get requests, it's from defendants or lawyers that are not a judge. And then they invoice, the employee will invoice that defendant directly. It's separate. It's kind of handled like a contractor. That's just my
Hmm.
personal exposure from Du Bois County side.
In the realm of the cost. We don't have any money budgeted for that.
Yeah, that's a line in her budget. I can look it up here. I don't remember how much it was for the year.
If she has it in her budget, all you need to do is just assign a value to it. Is that
Yeah,
what we're
that's
at?
all I'm asking for, just assigning a
Okay,
value.
Like the motion 475 a page.
Let's go ahead through
Oh.
these other
do the
two.
whole salary and wage one.
And for motor vehicle, highway restricted and unrestricted, that's the same person. The highway department's found a person willing to come on after how many months of looking for somebody. He does not have a CDL right now. They would like to send him to school in April, I believe, to get his CDL. But right now we only have one line for operator without. So they're not asking for any more money. They would transfer it from a operator with CDL, but this is just to put it on the salary and wage, so this second operator will be on the salary and wage ordinance.
So we'll just give them 8
Yeah, this will be 8, I think.
of 10,
Yeah,
I believe is what we have in the budget.
yeah.
With the goal that they'll probably transition into it with the CDL.
Yeah,
at some
so,
point.
yeah, when he gets his CDL, then we'll move it to the other line. We just wanted it be clear cut, not to pay out of a line that he really didn't have a CDL.
Can
So,
you do some kind of stipulation if we send him to that class that he has to agree to stay on so long? Can the county do that?
Should be.
Cause that's not cheap to,
it's been brought up before, but I don't. Yeah, I could mention it. I know Dave has been mentioned to him. It seems like the jail's had trouble in the past with, people paying it back, or there's some issue.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little hard, but they changed state law on the
Yeah, for the sheriff, yeah.
sheriff, but not here.
But you're looking at $10,000 for a class, aren't you?
Yeah, I heard it was
probably.
5, so yeah, it could be even more than that. So he's gonna go to Lions, I think.
Wag members.
Yeah.
Kept talking about paying Paul to do it. Why they? It's not that big a deal to do it. But somebody's gotta carry the insurance for it.
Mhm.
So. Okay, any other questions about these 4? Yeah,
So I'll make a motion, we allow salary, 2026 salary and wage ordinance 2026-5. The jail, court, and the vehicle CDL.
Second.
all in favor? Unanimous.
Mm. Next, additional appropriations, Carolyn was hoping to be here tonight, talk about this, but she gave me a statement, in case she couldn't be here. She had another meeting, I think, 5:30, but.
Bank board tonight.
So she'd asked for reassessment fund 1224, new printer, 6,940. She says she needs the following reasons for new printers. They're far past their life expectancy. They have problems with them not duplexing, not turning over the pages. And, also having problems to feed the paper manually.
So is she buying it or leasing it?
Buying.
I'm assuming she's had 2 bids on this.
No, but that's such a low cost. I don't think you have to get multiple.
And it does everything that they need it to do.
Mhm.
Which one's that replacing, the one in the recorder's office?
No, this would be in her office. Yeah, they didn't end up having to replace the big one in the recorder's office. Like after you guys approved the money, the company, oh, I don't even remember the company's name. Somebody at Fennec Conference came and looked at it and was able to fix it. So, yeah.
So will this be hooked so other offices can send stuff to it or just them? You know.
Usually it just goes by department, but yeah, they are wireless capability.
Okay.
So more than just her office can use it?
Yeah, they can. Like Tony, the coroner comes in and uses ours, so. I mean, it's doable.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor? Unanimous?
Indiana Department of Revenue Sheriff Warrant Fee Fund 4916. Indiana Department of Revenue warrant fees, $2,200. The sheriff, he gets paid by the Indiana Department of Revenue for serving warrants. So we get that money in almost daily from the, comptroller state. So at the end of the year, he gets paid those fees. So we pay it out, but I guess last year he must have done a lot more warrants because there's not enough money budgeted. I think we only budgeted 3,500. He did like 5,700 of warrants last year, so this is to make the difference, so we're able to pay that to him. And he does turn in he has every receipt for every warrant, so he turns in documentation of what he's done.
Make a motion to approve the funding for 4916, the warrant fees of $2,200.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Unanimous?
And ambulance service fund, Fund 4002, radio lights, sirens. I was hoping. Jeremy, that was for a community foundation grant that you guys had approved last year and he hadn't been able to spend it yet. So I did ask him just a minute ago when he had it spent by. He didn't give me a time frame. He just said it was for tablets. Actually. So I think at the time I must have not known what it was for because, yeah, that's obviously not radio lights and sirens.
I think he told us he's getting new tablets. I forgot about it. I mean, I forgot it was coming from this.
Yeah, he needed more of a rougher tablet than what he had.
But
He
it falls
did.
underneath the grant.
Yeah,
So he did spend that though for the tablets, didn't he?
we haven't paid for it now.
No.
No.
So. That's
Is
why,
that the same dollar amount?
yeah, that's the exact dollar amount of the grant money he got.
So basically what we approved then, we didn't spend, and now instead of tablets, it's going for radio light.
No, it's,
No,
so.
no, it still goes to the tablets. He just hasn't done it yet.
Okay, it's just labeled different.
Yeah, I have it under the wrong
So
Budget
the
will-
radio lights and sirens label won't affect the Fund 4002. I guess that's what
Yes, that's what I was.
Jordan's asking.
I think it's because it's the ambulance service fund.
yeah, I'll just have to put it in a different line. Like a tablets line or something, I can rename, move it to a different line, as long as it's in the same budget class.
Everybody okay with that? Understanding that?
Yeah, as long as it's the same fund, right? I'll approve the appropriation for Fund 4002.
All in favor? Is you in favor, Sharon?
Yeah, sorry. I'm in my own world over here.
Oh, next, the appropriations for ambulance, this goes back to the last meeting I brought to you guys. Defunding 3/4 of the ambulance budget, so you go by quarter, but you guys tabled that. So. Now this is the whole operating budget. And. Cause I really wasn't sure what you wanted to do. There is a budgetary status report, in your packet. Pretty much goes from towards the bottom of the page, uniforms. All the way down.
So. He's, the hospital director and sponsor, didn't we just? You wanna cut that line item?
No,
Oh,
he's not one that,
No,
Had anything.
this was what we've been talking about doing,
okay.
and so we've got to pay attention to what we're doing because some of them have to be there.
yeah, he's,
That one has to be there.
Well, let's just make marks on what has to be there. The fuel has to be there.
Intersect the.
Well, that don't all have to be there.
No, correct. But you can go through the necessity first and then.
Here's the radio lights and sirens, and then
yeah, and I. Thought about advertising the difference for what you guys just did additional, but I figured it was. Less confusing if I did one and then you guys looked at the other.
So with your liability and workman's comp, is that not falling into your salary? That falling into your salary? position?
Yeah, it's insurance. I think it's due in July.
The insurance, you said it's due in July. Is that a July to July?
Yes,
that's Orton's comp too.
Yes.
So when I had to advertise 2 weeks before this meeting, so as of then, he had not spent any of his budget, because it was so new into January, but, we'll see, like, he's already spent, 1,900 in fuel and 200 in office supply, vehicle maintenance, almost 4,000.
Isn't there a telephone, $3,100?
That's a
Um,
year.
How many phones?
I have no idea.
well, that'd be cell phones.
How many does he have?
When he has those MiFi or, the hotspot things.
Do they have to have
So-
those in all the trucks?
Yeah.
For the mom.
$260 a month.
Per phone,
Well, just per pack, the whole thing.
for the total, for the month.
So drop it to, you leave it at, say, 1,200, that gets you through the first quarter. Leave it. Take it half, it gets us through July.
So if we're taking out more than what the current budget is,
Yeah,
they're
can't do that, yeah.
gonna measure budget all
Mhm.
up.
Yeah.
So what we're voting on tonight won't be exactly right.
No. Cause commissioners already approved to pay claims the last meeting, so. And honestly, he could have claims, which I didn't think of till now, but he could have claims in tomorrow's meeting,
But we could always add the money back in.
yeah, it'd be March meeting then.
Yeah,
I think, President,
I mean, we can cut it some, but we don't,
Yeah, don't leave me in a lurch that.
we don't want to make their life difficult.
Well, if you took the current budget, and divided it by 40 for each quarter, and put that in for each. Let's say for like the fuel, 40,000. Instead of,
But if we cut it for the first quarter now, we're to. By the time well, I guess we'll have time
Mhm.
for our next meeting. So, yeah, we can probably get by for the fourth. And then we'll have to address anything that's running over at the next meeting.
right,
Uh,
we're just gonna cut it by 3/4. And leave it for what they do.
yeah.
But,
In summer, if in July, the workman's comps due, we gotta leave all that in there. We'll have to put it all back in there. Well, that's catching up from last year. But we can do that.
Mhm.
I mean. Yeah. Put it back in, Jim.
Is it worth keeping track of it though, to put it back in? If it's not like they can use it for anything else, can they?
That they could, no, that's pretty much, that's cut and dry.
So that's what I'm looking at too, is like, what is it, that things that's like. You know what I mean, it's not really,
Technically, we can do a pencil transfer, so departments have the capability of moving. Like you see where it says 000 3,000 or 000 2,000, they can move within those thousands. Money without you guys' approval. So supplies can be, those dollars can be moved. Within the 2,000s, and then the 3,000s. Departments can move money in those lines without approval. So that's when I come with the transfer request that. Moving from 3,000 to 4,000, that's when you guys have to approve it.
So what makes your life easier, just doing 25 leaving 25% of the budget in there.
Yeah, if you, yeah. You decide to do anything, yeah.
That, 3,000.32.
Hmm. Are you an edit fund? Are you an
I
edit?
think so.
Yeah. I gave you that in case you wanted to see their salaries or anything, but I didn't do anything with edit. But yeah, that's building liability casualty, that's whole county, yeah.
I was gonna say, if that's just for that one building, that's a heck of a building.
The problem is, all of these accounts are big enough. There's still lots of money that can be moved if that's
Yeah, that's
the
what I'm
game
looking at.
people's wanting to play. And he's not been, I don't think, so.
Was he intended on making a living tonight?
Not that I know of, no. I told him before the last meeting that that was on the agenda, and so I'd hoped he would have watched the meeting, but I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it since then.
Is there anybody even watching the meeting?
Not on Zoom, but YouTube, I can't see people, and that's where they mostly watch it at.
It'd make it really easy if we knew how many runs he was making and all that stuff, the report we used to get,
If we had our report, it'd be nice.
make things a lot easier.
Anybody wanting to do anything?
It sounds like if we do anything, to make her life easy, we just remove 75%. 25% of what she's brought us on these amounts.
Oh, I know, since making Michelle's job any harder than what we have to.
That's what I'm thinking. Through-
Yeah, still need to pay the bills we have anyway.
It's not creating a problem. Do you need me to give you numbers, or if I make a motion to 75%? Is that sufficient?
What do you think, Warren?
That would probably have to be off of your current number, whatever that is, which we don't really have.
No, it's,
I mean, it's not a lot of difference, but still.
I mean, probably could take 75% of the approved budget. Let me look like vehicle maintenance. Yeah, you're still okay there. So yeah, I think even the approved budget would be fine.
Cause like you said, Warren, if it's a 2,000 number, they can move money around in the 2000s, so it's not like they would be broke. She could
Mhm.
pencil money around in the funds if we have to add money to the fund.
It's still paperwork.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like she won't have money to pay a bill.
It's just like if we would, cut the full amount of uniforms, they could still move office supplies or whatever to uniforms. Even if we cut it out. Or even from vehicle maintenance, if they're gonna buy a new uniform.
Correct, it's all within the fund numbers.
Right.
They have to give her a form that says this fund to this fund, this month to this amount.
Does that make your life okay? We defund 75%,
Yeah,
Yes.
fine.
Jordan's suggesting, making a motion up.
Yeah, I'll make the motion of that if you're.
Mhm.
I'll second.
All in favor? Unanimous. Do you have anything else?
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
No,
We have Christie. Looking at her.
Christie or Amy, got anything you need to address?
No.
Shaw? Shoot.
Who's your national forest and Martin State Forest,
Correct.
but you're only getting built on one?
That's a Michelle question.
Only getting one.
well, we call it pilot, but, property,
It's payment in lieu.
yeah, in lieu of taxes.
Well, it's
Sorry.
not,
But
it's not much of a payment. in lieu of
It's
taxes.
18,000, yeah.
But it's, so I looked that up and I only saw that you were claiming 7,800 acres, which is your state forestry, but what about the 9,500 acres for your national forestry?
Yeah, we only get one payment. 100%
So-
of that, so.
I probably need to work with you, cause I think you guys are being underpaid.
Mhm.
Perfect. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
That'd be nice. We'll take anything you can get.
And then if you can work on the other big piece of
Yeah.
Martin County.
Well, I am tired of Martin County being overlooked and under, considered at the state, so I think I need to change that. I
Uh,
just drove from Bedford across 50 and I'm like, this is absolutely just country down here.
Hey, that's not the best chip and seal you'll see.
Warren's proud of it. He drives it every day.
My wife drives school bus on a pretty long stretch of it, and she wanted what she had the month before.
Yeah.
Had a big hole, I mean, it busting tires on some people, and all they did was chipped and sealed the hole and left the hole right there.
Yep.
Didn't patch the hole, just
Well, that
raised it up.
The highway does have concrete under it.
Well, I'm not sure, because I don't know the history with Senator Bassler, but I know I want to be an advocate for your county, and I already have, Senator Bray and Senator Mishler are gonna be coming down to tour Crane, so I want them to understand how important it is to funnel money in this area, because I think it's just been overlooked for a long time.
I mean, Crane's very important to all of us,
It is.
but Martin County pays a huge price and nobody,
Exactly.
I mean, they look at all the benefits we get, which are nice. You know, we do have a lot of people in Martin County that have better paying jobs than some areas, but that doesn't fix our infrastructure and
Well, you got, 9,500 to 7,800, that's a lot of acreage that you're not getting property taxes on, if it was homes or, businesses, so, I think you get $2.39 an acre for your fill, it's insane.
Mhm.
So we're gonna have to lobby for a lot of increase in that.
Thank you.
It's not only the state forest, the national forest, the people buying the property and turning it into
Classified.
classified forest, it's killing.
It's because I worked in Congress and I had to deal with it there.
I don't see how they can do that, but they do it, but
yeah, I mean,
they'll buy 1,000 acres and call it classified forest.
I guess it's fine if they want to do that, but whoever started the program ought to still
Yeah.
Pay the difference.
pay us.
Yeah.
Because we're a lot of them other people's playground. Did you?
Things we can address through state legislation.
We'd appreciate it. Did you have something, Jonah?
No, you brought. No word on gonna have an annual service and foreseeable future, or it's going private?
If we're gonna
It's in negotiations.
That's the only.
That's
answer
all we're
we
told.
have.
All we're told.
Amber. What do you say?
Scary something.
I would say, you should concern,
Not having a service or having private one again.
We have more budgeted for the year.
Well, until they work,
And the current director obviously made a bid to run it, and if that is worked out, then he'll take it. If he resigns, and we'll have to fill his shoes because we have to have an ambulance service. But where it goes from that point, that's up to the commissioners. That's their call.
I just didn't know if you knew anything before tomorrow night.
there's no timeline.
So we decided to go quarter.
The month.
Mary,
My question was, though, so the purpose of the funding, the ambulance service this evening is just to ask the director to come and be more fiscally responsible. Ask for the money that he needs, even though it's been budgeted already.
just to keep a little closer control on it. Just cause that's what some of them thought would be best. Is that all?
We need to thank the Martin County Highway Department.
We do need to thank the Martin County Highway Department.
Yes.
They was working pretty early.
They were out Sunday. I had many calls from my people in District 3 that were really happy with them. In fact, today I called Scott and made a point to thank him.
And when did the new bridge open?
3 weeks ago,
You don't get out much, do you?
No. When did it open?
before the snow.
Oh, well, I haven't been out since then.
Well,
He kind of shows up in the meeting.
Yeah, it comes and shows for the meeting, that's once a month.
Yeah,
it was the day before the redevelopment meeting.
Sorry.
Right?
yeah, it'd be in the 17th, 16th, 17th.
January?
January, yeah.
Right. I guess I haven't been over for a while.
Yeah,
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
all in favor. I'm sure you are.
Yeah.